Imagine you arrive in Nigeria on a visa, only to discover that weeks or even months later, your paperwork has expired. What happens next? Starting October 1st, 2025, the scenario may come with serious consequences. The Nigerian Immigration Service has officially launched a nationwide crackdown on foreign nationals who have overstayed their visas or violated immigration rules. In this video, we dive deep into what this enforcement means for affected foreigners, for Nigeria's immigration system, and for national security. We'll break down the specific penalties, the rationale behind the move, the risk and controversies, and what foreigners in Nigeria should do immediately to stay compliant. Let's get into it. Early in 2025, Nigeria's federal government introduced a visa amnesty program starting July 5, providing a grace period for foreign nationals whose immigration status was irregular, expired visa, overstay, and so on, to regularize their status without harsh penalties. The amnesty window officially closed at midnight on September 30th, 2025, with the grace period now behind us. Enforcement begins October 1st. The NIS says it will move against all who fail to take advantage of the window. What type of visa violations are targeted? The crackdown covers multiple categories, including expired visa on arrival, which is VOA, expired short visit or business visas, single or multiple entry, expired comprehensive expatriate residence permits, automated cards, CERPAC, other immigration documents violations, or overstay beyond allowed period. According to the immigration authorities, the crackdown aims to enforce lawful migration and uphold visa rules, enhance national security by curbing irregular migration, promote transparency and accountability within immigration operations, to discourage visa abuse and overstay practices. Now let's get into the concrete penalties foreigners may face under the new framework. 1. Less than 3 months overstay offender may be removed, that means deported from Nigeria, or must pay 15 USD per day for each day overstay. A 2-year ban from re-entry may be imposed. 2. Overstay between 3 months and a year. Removal, which is deportation. You pay 15 USD per day penalty, up to 5-year ban on re-entry. Then the third is overstay of 1 year or more. Removal or deportation, potential 10-year ban, possibly even permanent ban in extreme cases. Other consequences: being denied future visas or refusing re-entry at border, disqualification from certain immigration privileges, negative record with immigration authorities, risk of detention until removal procedures are completed. These penalties are steep and the daily fine, 15 USD, add up quickly. Overstaying even just 1 month can carry financial and legal consequences. So let's look at implications and challenges. Let's analyze the potential ripple effect of this crackdown, both intended and unintended. Number 1, impact of foreign national currently in Nigeria. Many individuals may now scramble to regularize status, pay fines, or depart before endorsement hits. Some may be unaware of the change or miss the window. They risk sudden deportation or administrative detention. Companies and employers who host foreign workers may face liability or disruption if their staff are affected. 2. Operational burden on INS and enforcement capability. The enforcement is wide and nationwide, requiring staff, logistics, verification, trafficking, and coordination across states and border posts. Ensuring due process, avoiding wrongful deportations, handling appeal or disputes will be a challenge. Data integrity is critical, verifying entry dates, visa histories, and ensuring records are accurate. Then third, legal, human rights, and procedural due process issues. Critics could raise concern about fairness, especially if enforcement is abrupt without adequate warning or notification. Some may argue severe bans, 5 to 10 years, or permanent, may be disproportionate, especially in cases of minor overstay. Foreign nationals may have legitimate reason, health, travel restrictions, emergencies for overstaying. Flexibility and exceptions may need to be considered. Ensuring those to be deported have legal counsel, access to appeal, human treatment, and basic rights is vital. 4. Economic, educational, and diplomatic fallout. Nigeria hosts foreign students, investors, business people, NGOs, and professionals. Sudden strict enforcement may discourage new entrants or damage confidence. Diplomatic friction. Some countries may protest treatment of their nationals. Some sectors are reliant on foreign labor. Hospitality, NGOs, tech may feel workforce shortages or disruption. The fifth is security and policy justification. The government sees this as a step towards securing borders, controlling illegal migration, and establishing a credible immigration regime. Enforcement may deter visa abuse, identity fraud, and overstays that facilitate illicit activities. If well implemented, it may strengthen Nigeria's international standing as a country enforcing rules of law and orderly migration. So, what foreigners should do now? If you are a foreign national currently in Nigeria or planning entry, here is a practical action roadmap. The first thing is check your visa or permit status immediately. Determine your type of visa: VOA, business, short visit, multi-entry, CERPAC, and so on. Check expiry dates, entry stamp, and any records in immigration portals. If expired or soon to expire, act fast. 2. If eligible, the second thing you should do is, if eligible, regularize or apply for proper documentation. Use any outstanding administrative mechanism, if still open, to regularize status. For those outside the amnesty window, consult with immigration or legal counsel on possible waivers or special applications. Those chances may be slim. Then the third thing is budget for fines. Exit arrangements. Calculate likely penalty USD 15 times number of overstay days. Make arrangements to exit the country voluntarily, if that is the least harmful option. Document all communications, receipts, and processes undertaken in case of disputes. Then the fourth thing you could do is engage legal or immigration professionals. Consult lawyers or immigration consultants who understand Nigerian immigration law and practice. Challenge wrongful decisions via legal or administrative appeals where applicable. Then the fifth thing is stay updated on NIS announcements. Follow official NIS statements, press releases, or immigration portal updates. Be alert for any extensions, reliefs, or policy adjustments. Then 6. Maintain compliance going forward. Always obey visa validity, extension procedures, departure timelines, and renewal rules. Avoid visa rollover practices or risky overstay betting. Let's look at criticism and risk of the crackdown. No policy of this magnitude is without criticism. So let's address some counterpoints and cautions. The first one is risk of abruptness and lack of communication. Some affected foreigners may not have been adequately informed ahead of time. Sudden enforcement surprises may lead to panic, confusion, or unfair targeting. Then the second is humanitarian concern. For overstays due to illness, travel bans, visa backlog or emergencies. Rigid enforcement may cause hardship. There must be space for appeals, discretionary relief, or humanitarian exceptions. And the third is possibility of overreach or abuse. Some enforcement officers might misinterpret data, rely on flawed records, or act without sufficient proof. Vulnerable populations, students, asylum seekers, undocumented migrants could be disproportionately impacted. Then the fourth thing is economic and diplomatic cost. Nigeria risks deterring credible foreign investment, tourism, or academic exchange. Diplomatic backlash may arise if citizens of other countries are perceived as mistreated. Then the fifth thing is implementation gap. Inconsistent enforcement across states or border points could undermine fairness. Some overstayers hidden in remote locations or in informal sectors may evade detection, reducing policy effectiveness. To put this in perspective, here are examples of other countries that have executed visa overstays crackdowns and lessons Nigeria might learn. United States Immigration Enforcement, overstay tracking, biometrics, entry-exit system, but also extensive appeals and hearings. European Schengen states, visa fine, blacklisting and bans for overstays. Gulf countries, often strict removal and bans for overstayers with automation and sponsorship systems. Lesson: enforcement must be matched with good data system, due process, clear guidelines, transparency, and public awareness campaigns. Looking ahead, here are key factors and possible developments. The first one is scale and speed of enforcement. So will enforcement be swift and broad, or phased and targeted? How soon will we see deportations, detentions, or removal operations? The second thing is reaction and pushbacks. Will affected individuals or their own governments protest, litigate, or lobby for clemency? Will media, civil society, or human rights actors engage? Then the third is policy refinements or reliefs. Government might introduce flexibility such as reduced fines, partial waivers, or appeals. Potential for special exemptions in humanitarian cases or emergencies. The fourth one is impact on foreign workforce, students, business climate. Some sectors might experience disruption if foreign personnel are remote. Investors or international companies might reconsider decisions if visa risk is high. The fifth is data and system upgrades at NIS. To sustain enforcement, NIS will likely invest in technology, biometrics, digital records, interagency data sharing. Performance and accountability of immigration officers will matter. So that's the story behind Nigeria's new push. A strict, no-nonsense enforcement on foreigners with expired visas beginning October 2025. The stakes are high. Deportations, multi-year bans, still day-by-day fines for those affected. Time is of the essence. If you are a foreigner in Nigeria, don't wait. Check your visa status. Consult with immigration professionals. Act before you get caught off guard. If you or someone you know might be affected, share this video. Awareness could prevent serious consequences. Before you go, here are a few questions to think about. Should there have been a longer notice period or softer transitional enforcement? How can Nigeria balance immigration control with humanitarian concerns? Will other countries follow suit with tougher visa rules? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video useful, hit like, share and subscribe, and ring the bell so that you don't miss updates on developing immigration policies in Nigeria and beyond. Okay, thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.